Alright, it's the first weekend in April, and we're going to look at the orchard here. Here's our first pear tree. Um, Last week I think it was probably all in a little bud starting to pop open stage. You can see here they are. Have a little pink and then a little white, and then they pop open, and you can see they start to turn all brown when they're done, and the leaves petals are going to fall off. But that's where we are in all the stages. And you can see how many flowers, which each one of those would be a pair if they developed per cluster, which we'll have to go and thin out later. But you can see the leaves also come out of this pod. So this one thing that looks, the knobby thing, looks something like this, becomes all this leaves, all these flowers and stuff too. And here's like just a leaf shoot popping out. So all kinds of cool growth going on there. Cherry tree blossomed this week. Bloom. Actually, you can see a lot of it's past bloom, but there's a lot of just beautiful white foliage there, or flowers. That would obviously be all cherries. Here you can actually see a bunch of leaves coming off too. So those will be lots and lots of cherries if everything goes the way it should. So anyway, you can see where there's ones that are growing new stuff here that actually does have some cherries, but mostly green growth. I believe that's how it works for a lot of the new stuff. Mostly green, but not as many cherries, but not 100% sure. Anyway, lots and lots of cherry blossoms. The apple tree, it has started to bloom as well. And what we've got is it's really pretty cool. It looks like this before when it first comes out, and they're all pink on the outside and a little white, and you can see that the pink started to fade and it's white. And you can see here a little better. Here's another one where it's starting to open up pink. When it opens up, it's completely white. So all red and pink looking and fades to white. So it's kind of cool. You can see that the blossoms are white, but they start off pink. It's kind of interesting the way that works. But anyway, we've got lots of flowers, so hopefully that means there'll be lots of fruit forming, which will be good because then it'll get us out of that every other year cycle. Peach tree, as everything's past blossom there, you can see they're all kind of open up and split open there. So that is the stage that she's in there. So everything looks good. Lots and lots and lots of blossoms there. With the pear, the other pear tree, same thing as over there. It actually has, I think, even more of them open up because it gets a little sunlight a little bit longer. But you can see like the different buds too. This one is the leaves and the flowers, where this one is just flowers, or just leaves. You can see it there too. You can see it there too. It's just going to be a thin thing with just leaves, and all of this one's right here, all leaves. And what's weird is sometimes it does something like this, all leaves, and then boom, a flower cluster there too at the tips. Actually, almost all those do. Huh? Interesting. This one and this one and this one and this one and this one all have that, where the fruit's going to form at the end, which is kind of weird. But anywho, that's what we have there on there. And then the apricot, I never did get around to pruning it yet. We've had some severely cold snaps, so I doubt we'll get any apricots this year. Because last week showed you the little fruits forming, but they do not look good. I don't think they'll make it. Well, we won't have many because we had several nights below freezing after the blossoms had come out. So you can see a lot of them shriveled there and all messed up, but it's all right. That's how it goes with an early bloomer like the apricot. What I thought was really interesting is some of this new growth stuff. This is, as you can tell by the color, a brand new growth on here, and off this brand new growth there's a little there was a flower there. There's a little apricot that would be formed there if it hadn't been killed by the frost. Same thing up there, you can see it. So this stuff off the last year's growth actually produced fruit as well. So even 1-year-old stuff produces fruit, and other stuff that's really old produces fruit. So I'm not sure if I probably did learn that at one point in time, but I didn't remember that. So you can see these ones going straight up, which I would have pruned if I had pruned it, before at the right time. I would have pruned those out, but you can see there's all these little flowers and stuff on them. So apricot puts out a lot of stuff, so it even fruits on the new wood and the old wood too. So anyway, it's a mammoth beast, and I do need to get around to taking some of it out. I'll probably wait and see about the fruit situation now, or just get it done. I'm not sure, but it's growing pretty crazy here. It goes up and then it makes an angle. Anyway, lots and lots of growth straight up, so I need to take care of some of that. The raspberries, did get them all taken care of and mulched up and cut back, so they're starting to kick out a lot of green growth on the canes here. These will be the ones that will produce this year, the old brown canes, and you can see the new ones popping up there, the little guys. So those will bear fruit next year, and the brown canes will bear fruit this year. And the white ones, which you can see in there, are the dead ones, which I didn't get all of them. So, anywho, that is what we got going on there. We mulched this all up, so we'll have plenty of, to keep down some of these weeds, keep them under control. And then we pulled the stuff out here to give us, there were some sparse raspberries here, but basically just want to get rid of them and put in some garden boxes to make it a little easier to deal with the weeds and stuff, and plus to keep things back, because the raspberries kept growing into the AC unit. We want to keep that clear. So we transplanted one of the boxes from over there on the side of the house to over here, and then this was 2 boxes, and I think I'm going to use it as kind of like a hi-hat thing to put some potatoes in. So I left it at this level. I'll plant the potatoes, put some more dirt as they come up, and try to use that as get some good deep potatoes there. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, that is the orchard for this week, first weekend in April.